Hello Internet, this is Aaron. Today I'll be teaching you your very first push-up using 3 progressions that you can build strength to finally do your first push-up. So the progressions I'll be teaching you today are wall push-ups, incline push-ups, and finally just a normal push-up. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so start with a little bit of distance from your wall. Try to crouch down and then put your hands on the wall to get into position. Stand up on your toes and then straighten your body out and then just push away from the wall. Try to keep it nice and controlled. Go slow if you have to. I'm probably going a little bit faster than you should be going. When you need to make it a little bit more challenging, just take a step back like I did right there and then just keep pushing. Try to keep your elbows at about 45 degrees-ish. Alright, after you can do 10 reps of the wall push-ups, it's time to go over to a high incline. I use a bed, so just place your hands on the bed, get up on your toes, and start pushing. It's basically the same technique. It's going to engage a little more of like your lower chest area, and it's definitely going to have a bit of a stronger effect on your body. You can change up your hand position as well. Wider grip is more shoulder work. The tighter the grip gets, so for example right here when I'm doing close grip, the more chest and tricep you'll be using. So honestly, do whatever works for you, and if you want to work out different muscle groups, just change up your hand position. Alright, now we're moving on to incline chair push-ups. This is just a little bit lower than my bed, so it makes it just a teeny bit tougher. Remember, progressions are all about small incremental changes, just like lifting weights where you can put on like 5 pounds or even like as small as 2.5 pounds, and you slowly gain a little bit more strength, keep pushing up just a little bit more weight. That's what you're doing here with these push-ups. You're utilizing principles of leverage to increase the difficulty, all towards getting that final powerful push-up form. Now we have incline stool push-ups. The actual object does not really matter. It's just as long as you're going from a higher position to a lower position, you're utilizing gravity and leverage to make the exercise more difficult. That's exactly what you're going for. You just want to make it harder to do the actual push-up until you're finally on the ground doing the push-up. So here I'm doing a very close grip. I didn't really have a larger stool, so I just used this one. Probably could use like a TV stand or something. Make sure whatever you're using is stable and it can support your weight, of course. Finally, we're down to the push-up. Once you can do 10 of the low inclines, you could probably do at least one normal push-up. So as you can see here, my feet are still up on the toes, keeping my body straight, just driving through the arms, pushing up through the chest, and you just kind of go up. Keep more of the tension up in the upper body, of course, less than the legs. It makes it a little bit more difficult. Now, when you get to a more advanced push-up variants, you can kind of increase the range of motion, or see how like my arms are dipping a little bit past my body this way. Works a little bit more of the tricep. This is only if you have bars or something, but you don't have to do this. The traditional push-up is just off the ground, but this is another way to make the push-up a little bit more difficult. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. So when normal push-ups are too easy, or you've already hit like way too many reps, you can use gravity and leverage to your advantage by making them a little bit more difficult. Stick your feet onto a surface like a chair and just do the push-up. Same technique, of course. Keep your body straight, keep your toes up on something, and push, push, push. And of course, when the chair gets a little bit too easy, you go up to a bed. So the entire goal of this is you just increase the height of your feet relative to the rest of your body to force gravity and leverage to work against you. Allows you to push up more weight. And that's it for now. Alright guys, that concludes my push-up tutorial. I hope this helps you or someone you know get to their first push-up. So for progressing, you can simply just do as many as you can. And when you finally hit about 10 or 12, I think that you're ready to try the next progression. Fitness is a lot about experience and experimentation, so just try it out when you feel like you want to try it out. If you can't do it, it's no problem. You could just try another time. None of these exercises are incredibly like large weights or a lot of crazy movement, so ideally you probably won't be injuring yourself. But yeah. As for a push-up only routine, to train your ability to do more push-ups, and in the process you're going to be building a lot of upper body strength, especially if you haven't done a push-up before. Just shoot for hitting that magic number 10 to jump to the next progression. So if you've already hit like the number 10, and then you can do like maybe only one or two of the next step up. So for example, if I can go like 3 sets of 10 repetitions of the incline stool push-up, so the one where my hands were on the stool, my feet were on the ground, and then when I go do a normal push-up, I can only do like 2 or 3 in a row. It's no problem. What you can do is just work 3 sets till failure of the normal push-ups. You can actually progress from there, right? And then when you finally hit 10 reps of your normal push-up, then you can go to your decline push-up, and so on and so forth. So yeah. One more thing, I did not include knee push-ups. I think that they're awful. First of all, I don't like how they look. Just in general, it makes people feel like self-conscious when they do knee push-ups, and for good reason, because you are not like activating the stabilizers on your lower back and your core as much. It's not like the same push-up position. I can't even call it a push-up. It's not even a push-up. So that's why we have the wall push-ups. That's like, I think wall push-ups are actually easier, but they train much better form, and they transition better into lower inclines, and then finally just a normal push-up. So that's why I did not include knee push-ups. Do not do knee push-ups. Don't. Okay, and I think that's pretty much everything I need to say. I really appreciate you guys listening in. I really hope you guys nail those push-ups and you really get that push-up number really high. When you can finally do a push-up, don't even go into declines. Just see if you can work your way up to a set of 20 in a row. I think that would be a very impressive number for you. Later, I'm going to go into how to do one-armed push-ups, how to train for the coveted one-arm push-up, the same thing that Bruce Lee made popular, and I guess Rocky to a lesser extent, though let's be honest, his one-arm push-up, bad forms. Guy's legs all like splayed out like this, and he's like pushing his shoulder in like this. We're going to teach you guys how to do like a nice proper one-armed push-up, just up and down. Okay, until then, drop and give me 20. I'm hilarious.